Alright, so I finally got the moon free. The plastic that Serenity had been sitting on, I don't know if you can see that, but it was all the way around the moon and then taped onto the rest of the plastic, so it was difficult to remove. You really have to work on it and be careful with it. Obviously, it was for the protection of these little petals that are in the water. They're 3D. There we go. They're 3D and they're very pretty. I like them. I think it's a less is more approach, and I imagine when Serenity's sitting on the base that she'll cover most of it. But as it is right now, it looks a little bit stark, and I sort of wish there were more petals, but I think it'll look good all together. And here's the ring, which is easy to remove. You just have to take it up over the moon carefully. So if you don't like it and you like the look of the base just blue, as people have been wondering, I think that you'll be perfectly happy with it just the way it is without adding the ring on. But if you want the ring, it's here and you can add it on. It just fits right over and then settles down right on top of the base. All right, so according to these directions, there is a piece we need. There it is. Here we go. This is what's going to help Serenity sit. They didn't really show these in the promo images. I really thought this was going to be like one solid statue that you just took out and here it is. But instead you have to place her piece on. I'm not sure I like that. I think I've been gravitating towards liking the solid figures. I used to collect the Figurarts Scouts themselves. I don't have any in my case over here right now, but I've been gravitating towards just like the solid figures that don't move or articulate, like the Girls Memory series and the other Figurarts Zero figures. So I would kind of prefer that this be one solid piece, but it appears I'm not going to get that. So, all right, we'll set her up. Okay, so now we have it set up the way it's supposed to be. Her foot lines up perfectly with the water ripple. That weird little plastic thing turned out to be hair supports. I'm not sure if they're really necessary. It seems like an over precaution. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to use them yet. And the third thing is when you're putting her on the moon, she just sits on it. Like she's not, there's no indent or anything to support her. So you just have to finagle this back part of her dress around the crescent moon when you set her down while keeping her hair in the front. It's really not that hard. It's just, it takes a little bit of concentration just to make sure you're not scraping parts against each other. But there she is. That's the full view of the figure. You can see the detail of her fingers, pretty nice. Try and zoom in. Sorry, my camera's not the best. There we go. Nice view of everything. So if you like the stand, use the stand. If you don't, take it off. Same with the silver ring. I think either way, it's a pretty nice figure. And for the money, I think it's fairly detailed. I think there's a couple things they could have fixed. I'm not crazy about the seam on the moon. I'm not crazy about the part of the seam of the moon up here. I don't like that at all. And the fading, it seems like it was on purpose because if I looked closer at this picture over here, and you can see that the color fades out at the top. which I guess I just never really noticed before. But sometimes when they release these promotional images, it's not always the final product, so you can't always go off of that. It seems this time it was. So there we have it. The first in the line of Figurarts Zero Chouette series. This is Princess Serenity. The next one they have coming out is Chibi-Usa and Helios. And I believe the pre-order is up for that one. And then there's a third planned in the line, which I have not seen a colored version yet, just the gray version. The unpainted version, which should be Neo Queen Serenity and Prince Endymion, I believe. So let me know what you guys think of this. If you want to see more videos, tell me what you think of the moon and the stand, and let me know if this is something you're going to get. This is going into my collection because I've already gotten it. I'd say I'm about 90% happy with it overall. I think that it's not something I regret purchasing, and it's a good add to my collection. I enjoy it. Maybe I can do something about the moon in the future. Who knows? We'll see. Thanks for watching, guys.